It's horrible today. Last night the tent has just been battered by this wind and rain. It has not stopped since I got in the tent. And all my clothes are still wet. But I am warming up slowly. I just braved it and put this shirt on now and it's already freezing. But I've packed at the inside the tent, pretty much. I'm just putting my waterproof stuff on, and then I'll sort of use this as a rain shelter while I cook my breakfast. So it's about 6 o'clock in the morning. I woke up at 5:30 before my alarms. I thought, right, I'm just going to get this over and done with. Then I'll try and get into Shap and find a hotel just to dry off. We'll see. I'm going to get some breakfast on. So I may not be able to post as much today, just because the weather's horrendous. My coat is steaming, it's that wet. Tallest peak on the coast to coast, and it's torrential up here. I'm also running around all the bed and breakfasts and all the hotels in Shap, and they are all full. So I need to get dry somehow. Plan is to try, if it gets a bit better, pitch the tents and see if it'll dry out that way. I need to get on with it because it's horrible cold. Finally down. The wind up there was just horrendous. It was blowing me all over the place. I nearly fell over probably about 5-6 times. But now it's flat for the rest of the day, so I'm not too fussed. But there is Hawes Water Reservoir. What they did is they raised it in the 1930s, and then a whole load of villages around here were lost. But you can see the remains of some of them. There's some there, right in the background. All the way along the side here, there'll be remains of the villages. But now, I've got to walk the whole length of this before getting to Shap. There we are. That is the end of the reservoir. A long slog it's been. It's all up and down, look. It's not like a nice path that runs along the water's edge. It's rather undulating and quite narrow in places. But I can see the end in sight, and then I'm going to drop down into Shap. You wouldn't have guessed it's been raining all week. That's enormous. Luckily you got a bridge to go over. Imagine if I had to cross that. Found a good drying rack. Sun's come out a little bit, still quite overcast, but it's not raining at the current moment, so I took the chance to dry out pretty much everything. I'm a bit to eat. I think it's only a mile to the end of the reservoir now. I'll stop here for a bit and see if I can get this a bit drier first. I am officially out of the Lake District. I've made it in 2.5 days. And they're probably the wettest 2.5 days I've ever hiked in. Definitely lives up to its name. I'm now going into the Vale of Eden. Eden? Yeah, into the Eden Vale. And heading towards Shap, which is about 5-6 miles away. But I'm glad I'm out the Lake District. It might be a bit softer underfoot now, but I bet it's more boggy. That's what I'm worried about. All this rain, I've got a large boggy section coming up. That might be a difficult day. Finally, it's warm enough for me to take my jacket off. Now all my clothes that were sodden this morning are drying nicely. But that behind me is Shap Abbey, and that was established in the 12th century. It was the last abbey to be founded in England, and also the last one to be demolished by Henry VIII. Quite a lot left of the tower, but I'm now probably about a mile away from Shap. I might grab some food in Shap, might not, might get some supplies. I think there's a co-op or something there. Just got my supplies from Shap, and now I'm about a mile out and just crossed the M6 motorway. You'll be able to see it in the background. Less than 4 miles to go now. And one more climb. Made it, and it's light. You can see what I'm doing. It's nice when you get there on top. So this is, I think it's Crosby Ravensworth Fell. Over there, just on the next hummock, is something called Robin Hood's grave. It's not his actual grave, it's just a big cairn. So I was going to camp there, but it's sort of 50-50 whether there's going to be water there, but there's a spring just here, so I'm going to camp just here. Then I definitely got a source of water.